Think the budget gun era is over? Think again. SHOT Show 2026 just proved that the race to the bottom in price is actually a race to the top in quality. We're seeing name-brand legends dropping prices to sub-$500, tech-heavy frames that mimic high-end duty guns, and one particular pistol that costs less than a decent pair of boots. I'm talking about a floor-bottom price of $189. Today on Weaponology, we aren't just looking at the flashy safe queens you can't afford. We are counting down the 10 most disruptive, high-value handguns revealed this year that are actually going to fit in your holster and your budget. From the Glock 43 killer to a serialized chassis system that's changing the rimfire game, these are the real-world winners of SHOT Show 2026. Number 10. Rossi RS22 Pistol. Let's kick things off with the absolute floor of the show. If you walked into SHOT Show 2026 looking for the most bang for your buck, literally, you ended up at the Rossi booth. This is the Rossi RS22 pistol. Now, we've seen the RS22 rifle for years. It's a staple for farm work and plinking. But Rossi decided to shrink the platform into a dedicated semi-auto rimfire pistol, and the price point is frankly offensive to the competition. At $189, this isn't just a budget gun, it's a why-not gun. The RS22 pistol brings that same ultra-reliable blowback action to a compact, lightweight frame. It features a fiber-optic front sight that punches way above its weight class in terms of visibility. Why does this matter? Because usually at sub-$200, you're looking at pot metal slides and sights that are basically suggestions. Rossi is giving you a legitimate trainer or a tackle box gun that functions out of the box. It's tactile, it's simple, and it's the lowest entry point into the shooting sports we've seen in years. It sets the tone for 2026. You don't have to be a high roller to get a brand new, reliable semi-auto.
Number 9. Daria DY9Z. Moving from the ultra-budget to the ultra-surprising, if you haven't heard of Daria yet, the DY9Z is about to change that. While everyone else is fighting over the $500 mark, Daria just dropped a micro-compact 9mm that looks, feels, and shoots like it belongs in a much higher tax bracket. The DY9Z is a 15+1 capacity micro-compact. Let that sink in. We are talking about the same footprint as the industry leaders, but for under $300. But here's the kicker. It doesn't look cheap. Often, when you buy a Turkish import at this price, you expect rough machining and a blocky feel. The DY9Z features aggressive slide serrations, a remarkably slim profile, and a grip texture that actually stays put in your hand. It's got a premium aesthetic, clean lines, a nice finish, and ergonomics that scream modern EDC. The surprise factor here is the capacity to size ratio. Keeping a 15-round mag in a frame this small while maintaining a price tag that leaves you enough money for 1,000 rounds of practice ammo, that's how you disrupt a market. If you're a first-time buyer or looking for a secondary carry piece that won't break the bank, the DY9Z is the dark horse of SHOT Show. Number 8. Taurus 22 Tuck. Now, let's talk about something that caught every cameraman's eye on the floor. Taurus has been on a massive redemption arc lately, but the 22 Tuck is less about redemption and more about pure, functional, cool factor. This is a tip-up barrel pocket pistol chambered in .22 LR. Now, why does the tip-up matter? For shooters with limited hand strength or those who just hate fighting a stiff recoil spring, this is a godsend. You don't rack the slide, you simply flick a lever, the barrel pops up, you drop a round in, and you're ready to go. But the 22 Tuck isn't just a utility tool for the elderly or recoil-sensitive, it's a visual gadget gun. It's incredibly satisfying to operate, and Taurus has refined the build quality to make it feel robust rather than toy-like. It fits in the palm of your hand, making it the ultimate no-excuses carry gun. Whether you're wearing gym shorts or a suit, the 22 tuck disappears. At $333, you're getting a unique mechanical experience and a deep concealment tool that's actually fun to train with. It's the kind of gun that makes people stop and ask, "Wait, let me see that?" Which is exactly why it's one of the most talked about releases this year.
Number 7. Taurus GX2. If the last gun was about cool factor, this next one is about cold, calculated competition. This is the Taurus GX2, and the industry is already calling it the Glock 43 killer. Why? Because Taurus looked at the micro-compact market, a market dominated by $500 and $600 options, and decided to cut the price in half without cutting the performance. The GX2 is the evolution of the GX4, and it addresses every single wish list item shooters had. We're talking about improved ergonomics, a refined trigger pull that feels much more tactile than its predecessor, and a frame that feels locked into your hand. At just over $300, the GX2 is a direct assault on the high-priced big names. It offers a 10+1 or 13+1 capacity in a footprint that is essentially invisible under a t-shirt. When you compare this to a Glock 43, which holds fewer rounds and costs significantly more, the math starts to look very bad for the status quo. Taurus has spent the last few years proving their reliability, and the GX2 is the victory lap. It's an upgrade in every sense of the word, providing a duty-grade feel in a package that fits the budget of a college student or a working professional. If you want the best bang for buck in the 9mm concealed carry world, the GX2 just claimed the throne. Number 6. FN309 MRD. Just when you thought the budget list was reserved for the underdogs, a heavyweight entered the ring. FN is known for many things: the SCAR, the SAW, and high-end duty pistols that usually retail for $700 to $1,000. That's why the FN309 MRD is the biggest disruptor of SHOT Show 2026. Seeing an FN logo on a price tag starting at $499 sent shockwaves through the convention floor. Usually, when a premium brand goes budget, they strip away all the features. Not here. The MRD stands for Micro Red Dot, meaning this pistol is optics ready right out of the box. The 309 MRD is FN's answer to the high-capacity micro craze. It brings that legendary FN barrel accuracy and tank-like build quality to a price point that actually competes with the mid-tier market. The trigger is crisp, the reset is short, and the brand prestige is undeniable. This is the gun that stops people from clicking away because it proves you don't have to settle for a budget brand just because you have a $500 limit. You can now own an FN for the price of a standard polymer pistol. That is a massive shift in the market landscape.
Number 5. Charter Arms Walker. We need a visual reset. Amidst the sea of black and flat dark earth polymer, the Charter Arms Walker stands out like a neon sign. Charter Arms has always been the king of the everyman's revolver, but the Walker series is all about personality. These revolvers feature high visibility, vibrant color finishes, and unique aesthetic touches that make them perfect for the visual generation. But don't let the colors fool you, this is a serious tool. It's a snub-nosed powerhouse designed for simplicity and 100% reliability. In a high-stress situation, a revolver is the ultimate point-and-click interface. The Walker series gives you that peace of mind with a flared grip that helps manage recoil and sights that are surprisingly easy to pick up for a snubby. Whether you're looking for a truck gun, a backup piece, or just a revolver that doesn't look like it belongs in your grandfather's nightstand, the Walker brings a modern, colorful edge to a classic design. At $468, it's a reasonably priced way to add some flair to your collection without sacrificing the ruggedness Charter Arms is known for. It's a visual reset for your holster and a reminder that guns can be both functional and stylish. Number 4. Savage Stance XR. Sometimes the best stories in the firearms world aren't about the first attempt, but the comeback.
Enter the Savage Stance XR. When the original Stance launched, it was a bit of an underdog, maybe a little late to the party with a lower capacity than the market demanded. Savage listened, went back to the lab, and returned with the redemption arc we've all been waiting for. The XR suffix is the game changer here. Savage has bumped the capacity to a competitive 13+1, but they didn't just slap a bigger mag on it, they refined the entire experience. It features an incredibly aggressive grip texture, stippling that actually feels like it's biting back in a good way, and an ambidextrous magazine release and slide stop. The Stance XR is for the shooter who wants American-made precision and a different feel than the standard striker-fired clones. It's thin, it's ergonomic, and most importantly, it's reliable. Savage has a legacy of bolt-action accuracy, and they've ported that accuracy-first mindset into the XR's barrel fitment. At $469, it's a high-capacity fix to a rocky start, proving that Savage is officially a serious player in the CCW market.
Number 3. Taurus TX9. If you follow the industry, you know that the SIG P320 changed everything with its serialized chassis. Well, Taurus just brought that high-level tech to the masses with the Taurus TX9. This isn't just another 9mm. The brain of the gun is a removable, serialized stainless steel chassis. This means the frame itself is just a plastic shell. Why should you care? Because it opens up a world of modularity we've never seen at this price point. You can swap grips, colors, and sizes without needing a new background check for every part. But the TX9 isn't just a gimmick. It's built on the bones of the TX22, which many consider the best rimfire pistol ever made, and scaled up for 9mm duty. It features a superb trigger, optics-ready mounting, and a proprietary performance recoil system that makes it one of the flattest shooting guns in its class. For $438, you're getting the modularity of a high-end European duty gun with the value of a Taurus. It's the smartest $400 you can spend if you like to customize your gear.
Number 2. Canik Mete MC9L. Ask any competitive shooter what the best out-of-the-box trigger is, and 9 times out of 10, they'll say Canik. The Canik Mete MC9L is the culmination of that reputation. The L stands for large or long, essentially taking the subcompact MC9 and giving it a longer slide and barrel for better sight radius and ballistics, while keeping the grip concealable. But let's be real, you're buying this for the trigger. It is a flat-faced, crisp-breaking masterpiece that puts $1,000 custom guns to shame. The value proposition here is unmatched. Canik doesn't just give you a gun in a cardboard box. The MC9L usually comes with a holster, multiple mags, a cleaning kit, and even a miniature tool set. It's optics-ready, features an integrated flared magwell for lightning-fast reloads, and has the aesthetics of a high-speed operator's sidearm. At just under $500, it's widely considered the best trigger per dollar ratio in existence. If you care about split times and accuracy above all else, this is your winner. Number 1. Taurus 1911 Nightstick. For our finale, we're going back to the classics, but with a modern twist. The Taurus 1911 Nightstick is the answer to the question, can I get a real, all-metal 1911 for the price of a plastic Glock? Taurus has been disrupting the 1911 world for years, but the Nightstick is the pinnacle of their value line. This is a full-sized Series 70 style 1911 chambered in 45 ACP, featuring a stunning distressed finish that looks like it's seen decades of duty. It's not just about the looks though. It features a forged slide and frame, no cast parts here, which is unheard of at the $450 mark. The Nightstick gives you that iconic heavy metal feel and the legendary 1911 single-action trigger that enthusiasts crave. It's reliable, it's timeless, and it's built like a tank. In a world of polymer and strikers, the Nightstick is a reminder that some designs are perfect. To get this level of machining and a forged foundation for under $500 is the ultimate finale to our SHOT Show 2026 coverage. From $189 plinkers to $500 Glock killers and forged steel 1911s, SHOT Show 2026 has officially made high-quality defense accessible to everyone. The budget label no longer means cheap, it means smart. Which of these 10 would you trust with your life or just your weekend at the range? Is the FN309 MRD the new king of the $500 bracket? Or are you sticking with the Canik trigger? Let us know in the comments. We read every single one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our upcoming deep dive range tests on every single gun on this list. For Weaponology, I'm signing off. Stay safe and keep